your host, Jonfern and Vargy.
Welcome, pussy lickers, to the Boom Boom Room Podcast. My name is Jonfern, and this here is Vargy.
Cheers.
Welcome to week 4 of fantasy. Week 3's in the books, and week 3 was it was all right. You know, last week we had 8 guys that scored over 40 points. Last week, this week we only had 1 guy.
I mean, everything went as planned this week. There's no surprises. All the predictions were pretty much on point this week. There was no surprises.
Pretty much what we predicted, you know. But today's episode, we got a jam-packed episode for you guys today. I can't wait. We're gonna recap the NFL Week 3 matchups. We're gonna cover the injuries that happen around the NFL. We're gonna cover up the Revolutionary War fantasy matchups. We're gonna announce the Alpha of the Week. We're gonna cover the waiver wire and the fantasy matchups Week 4 look ahead. So without further ado, let's go ahead and recap the Week 3 of the NFL Rewind. So this week, this week where it starts to get real. This week it starts to get real. This is where the worry really sets in for teams. Week 3.
Yeah, this is a time where, some of these teams, I know there's a few teams that are 0-3 where you're going to have to start hitting the panic button right now. Like, this is a time. You're 0-3. You definitely don't want to go 0-4 because that's pretty much the point of no return.
Especially if you drafted guys in the first round. Running backs in the first round like Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler. The list goes on and on. If you drafted guys like these in the first round, they're just not paying off this year so far.
Yeah, this is a weird year, actually. It's the wide receivers that are just feasting in these alpha quarterbacks. If you drafted one of these alpha quarterbacks, guys like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patty Mahomes,
Jalen Hurts,
chances are you're at the top of the list, and these receivers are just killing it right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to get a good running back right now.
And it really makes you second guess our draft strategy of drafting running backs in the first round. Makes you really second guess that,
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of alpha quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Bucks played the Packers. Packers only scored 14 points. The Bucks scored 12 points. This game was hard to watch. It was 2 old guys versus each other. But to be fair, Tom Brady, Mike Evans was out. He had Julio Jones out. Chris Godwin was out. So guys like Russell Gage got all the love. He got 12 catches, 87 yards, and 1 titty.
You can find a wide receiver on the street right now, just like you can find a hooker. It's like a hooker on Las Vegas Boulevard. They're gonna come in and drop 30 points, leave you satisfied, and go to sleep, just like a fucking hooker. Yeah,
and it didn't look any better on the other side of the ball. Rodgers had less than 300 yards passing for the 3rd straight week. Rodgers is ranked 24th in fantasy. Tom Brady ranked 28th. Do you think you can trust these old guys in fantasy?
I'm not ready to write them off just yet. I know Tom Brady has a lot of guys hurt. They'll be back. I'm not ready to write him off yet. Aaron Rodgers, he's got a lot of prospects right now. Just like myself, we both got a lot of prospects. He's trying to find his prospects right now as receivers.
That's right. You do have a lot of prospects. Speaking of, so the next matchup we're going to go to is the Jaguars versus the Chargers. This was an upset. This was the upset of the week. Jaguars scored 38 points. Chargers only scored 10 points. Herbert went into this matchup with hurt ribs. He had Keenan Allen was out, but he still put up a decent outing. Austin Eckler did not put up a decent outing. Another bad outing by Austin Eckler. 4 rushes for 5 yards.
4 rushes? That's pretty bad right now. And I saw that he got his tackles out for season 2.
Tackles out for season. He's getting no goal line work, so there's little to no chance of him scoring. Much like you, my friend. Little to no chance of scoring, just like you on at Aldo's nightclub on a Saturday night.
It's a bad situation, it's a bad situation for Austin Eckler.
You know who is getting a lot of goal line work and who is scoring is James Robinson from the Jaguars. This guy, he scored 3 times last 3 weeks in a row. He's the number 3 running back in all of fantasy so far this season. He was an absolute steal for Vincent. He got him in the 10th round this year.
Well, I don't know about, he's a good pickup. I don't know about a steal because he did draft Etienne round 3, I believe. So he got his handcuff. That just proves that you need to get your handcuff.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's some guys out there who don't draft their handcuff, but it's very important to draft your handcuff.
Yeah, very true. So the next matchup here, James Robinson could be a league winner, much like this next guy here. Josh Allen could be a league winner. This guy's been on fire. Let's talk about the Bills versus the Dolphins. So this matchup coming in, I thought it was going to be a shootout because coming in, Bills looked phenomenal. Dolphins came off of a fire week. Tua had 6 TDs. We just talked about that last week. So coming in this week, I was very excited. But everybody kind of just came down to earth on this matchup. Yeah. Tua, Waddle, Hill. Everybody kind of just had pedestrian outings. I guess Tua just couldn't keep it up.
I mean, but he still won the game, though. I noticed Josh Allen killed it, though. He had over 400 yards, 2 titties.
Yeah.
Dude's a stud.
Yeah, he passed it 63 times.
63 times.
You definitely want a pass catcher on this team. They're the pass-heaviest team in the league by far.
That's nice. That's good to hear for guys like Matt. Matt, you own Josh Allen, so that's he could get you into the playoffs single-handedly, so that's good.
Yes. So let's talk about the injuries around the league. So unfortunately, Dalvin Cook exited the game with a shoulder injury, and my sources are telling me, I have very trustworthy sources. It is at Cards de Mateo on Twitter. You can reach him on Twitter. Very resourceful NFL news. He tells me that Dalvin Cook's injury could be season-long reoccurring injury.
It could just be lingering all season long.
Alexander Madison's value has skyrocketed because of this.
Yes, it has. I actually have Alexander Madison on my bench. I've been getting a lot of calls from my front office about Alexander Madison asking for a trade. And let me tell you something. I know what I have in Alexander Madison, and he's a stud, and I'm not desperate to trade him. So if you want him, you're going to have to offer me something good. I'm telling you right now, because I've gotten multiple offers for him. Cheers.
All right. Multiple offers. Sterling Shepard. Cards de Mateo. You got Sterling Shepard. The first week, he tears his ACL. I feel so bad. He looked good. He had 10 targets a game. He was a wide receiver 1 for the Giants. Yeah. Freak accident. He's out for the season. He's done. Mac Jones, severe high ankle sprain. May require surgery. He might be done for the season. It's going to be a long time.
That sucks for the Patriots. It's a tough loss, Yeah. They're going to have to just have one of those years.
Yeah.
I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Do you know?
I don't know who their backup quarterback is.
He used to be Jacoby Brissett for many years, but I know he's somewhere else now.
DeAndre Swift, shoulder surgery. Could keep him out until after the bye week, October 23rd. So bad news for Swift owners there.
Yeah,
but good news for Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams, he had actually a really good game.
Yeah, on D-Rock's bench.
On D-Rock's bench.
Could have helped him win the fantasy matchup if he started him.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
So Michael Thomas exited with a toe injury. Does that scare you?
No, it's a minor. It's a common toe injury. The most common toe injury I heard, actually.
A little pinky toe.
Little pinky toe.
David Montgomery exited with an ankle/knee injury. He's day-to-day, but Khalil Herbert stepped in and did a phenomenal job. This guy stepped in. He was the running back 1 on the week. Could you possibly see a bigger role for Khalil Herbert?
Khalil Herbert came in and he took care of business, did his job. I think the Bears are going to go with the hot hand, and they got to go with Khalil Herbert. He killed it. Matt, I think he's worth looking at to starting this week. They're probably going to go with the hot hand, honestly. I don't know how you bench him. David Montgomery's not that much better. He's not an all-star. He's not really that proven.
Yeah, and the Bears are the run-heaviest team by far. Justin Fields is not throwing the ball. They're just running it. So he might be a good start for you, Matt, moving forward. So now, moving on to the Revolutionary War!
This is worth a shot.
All right, we're moving on to the Revolutionary War fantasy matchups from week 3. We're going to recap the matchups. every matchup. We'll start first with the
Let's go.
BBR game of the week, which was Vargy versus Drew. And I named it the game of the week because I thought it had some good off the field matchups. You know, the 2/3 of the tripod is good story there. But you know, you just had a solid performance versus Drew.
I mean, Drew never stood a chance. Honestly, Drew stood as much of a chance as a 2-liter cherry Pepsi in his refrigerator on a Monday night. No chance whatsoever. My team just came and performed. You know, I know what I got. Drew, your team's not very good. I don't think personally your team's very good, and I just came to take care of business.
You know, I disagree, dude. I think Drew's team, I think it's pretty good, dude. I think Drew's team's pretty good. I know he has the pieces there to make a good team. He has Aaron Jones, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams. They're just underperforming right now. They're underperforming like Drew in bed. You know,
Drew in bed underperforming. Oh, he underperforms.
I'm not worried about Drew's team. Drew, you'll be fine. Don't worry, brother. You'll get it. It's gonna be a bad night.
Who's next?
Matt versus Taco. The lowest scoring matchup of the week. Matt decided to bench his defense in a bold strategy.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of what Matt did right there. I mean, I see what he did. It was a strategy, but I'm not a fan of that strategy because, Matt, you have a good team, and I think you would have took care of business anyways. And at the end of the day, at the end of the season, if it comes down to, if you know, you're going to 10 points and you don't make the playoffs or a certain seed, you know, it's going to come down because of that. I'm never a fan of just benching it.
No, yeah, you left 18.5 points on the bench because you decided to bench your defense. It could, I mean, who knows? You know, that it could, to playoff seeding, it could come down to that. Taco, I'm trying to find something good to say about your team, brother. I mean, I like you. You're my cousin. I think it's just time to try to sell off one of your pieces. You have DeAndre Swift. You have Jamar Chase. Try to sell one of those guys for like a 2-for-1, 3-for-2, something. Just try something, Taco.
Taco, it's time to hit the fucking panic button, buddy. Your team's not very good. You need to hit the panic button right now and listen to Jonathan and sell some of your guys. You know, you're just as bad as Las Vegas Raiders. Speaking of Las Vegas, you know, I heard you're going this weekend. You know, you're going with Tay and Mega. You're taking your wife. That's pretty awesome. I heard Tay, I think you're gonna be fifth wheeling it. Yep, you heard me. Oh, Mega, you don't think I know? No one knows. You're real mysterious, Mega. They should call you Mysterio. Oh, I don't know. I promise you, nobody knows. Livingston's. I promise you, no one knows.
Mega, you played Bill last week. And unfortunately, you only put up 107 points. Bill put up 137 points. Despite quarterback play from both teams, Bill was able to ride the back of King Henry and Devontae Smith. And his team is now on a winning streak this week.
Yeah, good job, Bill. You know, Russell Wilson looked like straight shit, I'll be honest with you.
For Mega, yeah.
It's just a shitty situation. Russell Wilson fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Eli Manning said it best. They should have paid the punter $263 million rather than Russell Wilson. Eli knows. Just like I know, Mega. I know. Oh, you don't think I know? I know. You're mysterious.
And I know that D-Rock has a good team. D-Rock, you played me this week. You scored 136 points. I scored 150 points. You put a good fight, but unfortunately, at the end, the long dick of the law fucked you. You got fucked by the long dick of the law. T-Law, that is. I started T-Law, Trevor Lawrence, in an emergency start. I had Trey Lance and Dak Prescott that went out. I picked them up for $1, and he did solid. D-Rock, you'll be fine. Your team is solid. You got to get right next week versus Drew. You'll be fine.
Now, Derek, I still like your team. You're gonna be fine, but you need to stop checking off on Sunday mornings and start paying attention to your fucking lineup. You have a good problem. Your team is good from top to bottom. You have a really good bench and you have a really good start lineup, but you have to really look at your matchups and on Sunday mornings to see what you're gonna go with. You know, you got a really good team, but you're gonna have to stop jerking off so much. And start paying attention. Set your lineup right. You had a Olave on the bench. You know, you have a Williams on the bench. You know, you have guys. You have a good team. Start paying attention. Stop jerking off so much.
So Tay versus Juan. Tay scored 123 points. Juan scored 141 points. Juan has Jalen Hurts. This guy is a stud.
He's a stud.
And it shows what a difference...
He's an alpha like myself.
It shows what a difference a wide receiver one can make. You know, he's got A.J. Brown this year. When Josh Allen got Stephon Diggs. Tua got Tyreek Hill. It makes a big difference when you get that wide receiver one.
And he's got Tay Smith, too, just chilling right there.
Yeah.
Tay, you're in trouble, buddy, with Eckler. I mean... you have to do something about Eckler. Eckler's just garbage this year.
May want to sell high.
It might be too late to sell him, honestly. I got Clyde. I know you drafted Eckler in the middle of the first. I drafted Clyde Edwards early fourth. I wouldn't even give you Clyde Edwards for that, man. I personally, I wouldn't. You're gonna have to find a guy like Taco, maybe. Maybe if Taco is interested in him, desperate, you know. But you're gonna have to sell him. Get what you can for him because, he's pretty bad this year.
Yeah, he's not looking good. Sell high if you can. You know. Next, going on to the Alpha of the Week. It's Vincent. Vincent is the Alpha of the Week.
And congratulations, Vincent.
This was our... we talked to Tony last week. We thought it was an even matchup.
We thought it was fair.
We thought it was going to be an even matchup. But boy, were we wrong.
Vincent titty fucked them. He titty fucked them. Kendrick Lamar Jackson is the most... He's all planet, he's all world right now. He's the most electrifying fantasy football player in the world right now. He's leading the league in rushing, and he's just killing it on the air. The FedEx air, the FedEx ground. He's just killing it. He's dropping 50 points. He's probably averaging like 45 a week right now. This is crazy. This man is just special this year. It's going to be fun to see how long he can keep it up for.
But you know what? I'm worried about Vincent's team. You know, his running back situation. It's kind of worrisome because, you know, he's got Antonio Gibson. I'm worried about. It's gonna be interesting in the Washington backfield when Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson are there. Brian Robinson's coming back from an injury, just like Tony T. After getting shot.
Wow.
After getting shot, coming back, Brian Robinson's gonna make a comeback, and he's gonna take over that running back one. So he's gonna eat a lot of those carries from Antonio Gibson.
He's got James Robinson and Etienne. Let's see what can happen there. You know, if they keep it up as a unit, as a committee. Let's see what he's got there.
Tony,
and he's got good receivers to back him up though too.
You bragged last week about your cock size, but I mean, I'm telling you, this week it
was cold. It was cold.
Must have been cold. Must have been cold outside. Because no cockside displayed.
There was no cock size.
For sure.
Week. Congratulations, Vincent, on being the Alpha of the Week this week.
Congratulations. Moving on to the waiver wire recap of fantasy matchups. So, Taco, you added David Njoku for $10. You're trying to find an answer at tight end.
At tight end.
Is that the answer? He got 9 catches. He got 89 yards. 1 titty on 10 targets. Did Taco find a TE1?
I mean, it's a start. It's a start. At least he's doing something, you know. He's doing something.
Yeah. So, trying to do something to add wide receiver depth was you and D-Rock. So D-Rock added Devin Duvernay for $6. You added Romeo Doubs for $4.
Now I feel like I really gotta John Fernandez Costco bargain right there. $4. And head coach actually said today that he is probably going to be the wide receiver 1 for Aaron Rodgers. So I feel like I got a great bargain with that, you know.
Yeah.
I may get cute this weekend and start him. Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf has a bad matchup against Jeff Okudah. I know that.
Yeah.
So, you know, may get cute. Who knows? But I feel like I had a great value with Romeo Doubs.
And Matt had a bid for $3 on him. He was the next highest bidder. So you
I beat him by $1. Who
just outbid Matt by $1.
That's solid. I'll take it.
8 catches for 73 yards and 1 TD. Oh. All right, Fantasy 4. Look ahead. And we're supposed to take another shot right now.
We just did. We just did. You want a shot?
I guess so. I mean, it's in the script.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let's do it again. So D-Rock versus Drew this week. This is the tenant versus the landlord. Drew is projected to have 117. D-Rock projected to have 138. D-Rock, can he do it?
D-Rock. D-Rock, skip your jerking off session on Sunday morning and you can do it. I think you could do it, Derek. I think you guys do a little wager too, for pizza or something like that. You know, round table. I heard round table's good these days.
You know, D-Rock, he moved Allen Robinson to his bench, and rookie Chris Olave to his wide receiver 2 slot.
No, he has good value as long as Mike Thomas is out. King Mike Thomas.
Yeah.
If he's out, Chris Olave has a lot of value. But if he's in, I don't know. So that's what I mean, Derek. You got to pay attention.
Chris Olave is leading the league in air yards as a rookie.
As a rookie.
So I mean that's a good value right there.
Yeah, that is.
Next up is Taco versus Bill. This is projected to be the lowest scoring matchup of the week. We have Taco scored at 112.
112. 112. Oh, you have like 2 guys on buys or what? Is this there or is that just...
Bill projected at 118.
118. Bill.
Let's see. I mean, this is you gotta Taco.
Honestly,
Taco,
Taco, have fun in Vegas. Just have fun in Vegas. Go gamble, have fun with your wife. You guys all just do all the fun shit. Cause you ain't gonna win this week. Cause your team's not very good. You know. Don't open up the app. Just have fun in Vegas, buddy. Enjoy. Hopefully the Raiders win. Let's get the Raiders to win and have fun this week, buddy. This weekend. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you guys have fun. Hope you guys have fun and win some money gambling. You too, Mega. I'm rooting for you.
Bet on red.
Bet on red.
Alright. BBR game of the week. Vincent projected at 130. Vargy projected at 136. These are 2 high-scoring teams. Undefeated teams. 2 guys going pound for pound. 1 team gonna come out on top. What is going on?
Just a bunch of men gonna go at it this weekend. Cock size. See who comes out on top.
That sounds like a fucking gay porno, dude.
Cock size. Cock size. This is the cock size matchup. Who has a cock size to anchor, to lead the Revolutionary War #1 seed?
Gay!
Who will lead the Revolutionary War #1 seed?
So, Michael, final thoughts.
Guys,
leading in to week 4.
Let's have fun this weekend. Let's just have fun. Guys, I know who's going to Vegas. You guys have fun in Vegas. Everybody's here. Let's have fun. Let's play right. Everybody play right. Sports.
Ah!